Well, here's Doug. Earlier this morning, his plane went down, and a bunch of friends in the morning crew were out there with him looking for quite some time. I guess they didn't find it. So when I arrived with the quadcopter, I said I'd look for it. It actually took about 5 minutes to get the thing out there, and we spotted it right away. So it was about 500 feet out from the pilot's spawn on the taxiway. And Doug walked out right where the copter was hovering about 40 feet up over the top of the plane. And as you could see here, he waved us on that, hey, I found it. So you can see by the shadow of the copter that it stays pretty steady from the GPS holding. And so he's finally got all of his pieces together and he takes off. So I figured, why not follow him in, show the whole recovery process. As you can see here, it wasn't really that far in, and as Doug reported to me, he and a bunch of other guys who were looking for the plane were way out, a lot farther out into that deep grass than the plane was actually sitting. When we saw the copter hovering over the plane, it looked like it was quite a ways out there. And as you can see, his car is parked over there. He drove around to the entrance, expecting that to be closer to the copter, when in fact, once he spotted the copter, he realized he was actually closer to it just coming in from the field. So he came back, parked there, and walked in the opposite direction. You see him walk now, till he got under the copter. It'll hover there for 18 minutes if needed, which of course we didn't use all that time up. And he gets to find the plane in a lot quicker time than if he were just out there hunting with everybody like they tried and were unsuccessful at the beginning. So this Xiro Xplorer copter has been proving to be a pretty handy tool. It's got a 1080p camera on the bottom of it, and it makes it a lot simpler to go out and look for downed aircraft than to just go out there on your own. Sometimes you can find it right away, but there's been a few cases where people have walked around and come up empty-handed. So it's nice to have this. It's a good tool. I decided to bring it in, park it. We were done. Used less than half the battery time. And as you can see, this is just by the time Doug gets back with his plane. Mission accomplished.